everyone, and happy Sunday. I hope you are having a wonderful day, and thank you for tuning in to the second episode of the Memade Holiday Fashion Show series. My name is Talisha, and I also go by CreativiTeeByT, and I welcome you to my channel. So today's video is the second showing for the series titled The Virtual Memade Holiday Fashion Show. Every Sunday through December 26th, myself and a collaborator will post a holiday fashion look based on a winter holiday theme, and on Thursday, December 23rd, the theme will be posted in conjunction with the Little Red Dress project, so please stay tuned because you don't want to miss. And you can also follow the hashtag, that's hashtag MM Holiday Fashion Show, to keep up as well. So as you can tell by the intro, today's theme is the Holiday Black Tie Gala event. This theme is in collaboration with Martika of Martika J Makes, and she and I both made a garment based off of what you would wear to a black tie gala and what it means to us. So you will understand more how we incorporated our makes into the theme as you watch the videos. So as usual, I will put all of Martika's information in the description box below so that you can easily find the link to check her video out and to see what she has made and why she picked that particular garment to sew. So let's talk about the garment that I made. So I made Vogue 1723 to support the theme of the Holiday Black Tie Gala. And before we talk about the make, I will give you a little background on what a black tie gala is. So a black tie gala event is a semi-formal Western dress code for evening events such as balls, weddings, private parties, public parties, fraternity parties, and more. This type of an event originated in British and American conventions for attire in the 19th century, and the attire is traditionally worn only for events after 6 p.m. Black tie attire is less formal than white tie, but more formal than informal or business dress. So myself and Martika made garments and expressed through our personalities what we would wear for this holiday party event and why. So again, I made Vogue 1723 for my garment, and I picked this because I thought this dress served justice for a black tie gala event because it does meet the requirements of being semi-formal. It's not over the top dressy because the main portion of the dress is simple and flowy, and the puff balloon sleeves gives it the perfect amount of pop to give this dress a statement look, and it has a tie in the back. Now, although I love this dress and this pattern, this was not my first pick for this theme of the black tie gala because I was saving this pattern for another cut of fabric that I have. I originally cut Vogue 1695 because I thought that would work perfectly fine with this theme as well. Well, of course, the finished measurements were not on the pattern. So when I opened the pattern pieces and I found my measurements for that particular pattern, it fell into the smallest size. Now, we all know that I'm never comfortable with cutting a small size because I know the truth, okay? I'm not in denial. I'm not small, especially within the upper portion of my body. So anyway, I went ahead and cut it out because the previous pattern that I made with Vogue suggested that I cut a medium, and it worked out great. And so I just figured, why not just trust the process, right? Well, big mistake, big mistake. I should have measured the pattern pieces, but I didn't, and I cut the smallest size. When I put the front and back together and held it up,
it was at that moment that I knew I needed to get out my Plan B pattern.
And I do have Plan Bs for all of my fashion show looks, just in case stuff like this happens, even though I don't want it to happen, but you always got to have a Plan B, right? So yeah, I had to get the Plan B pattern out, and this is it. So it is like 9:30 p.m. on Wednesday night, and I am cutting out a new pattern for this Sunday because of the big fail that I had go on with my first dress. I honestly went by the finished measurements, and according to the finished measurements, it should have been okay. It would have been a perfect fit. But when I sewed up the front and the back, I was like, this dress is not wide enough. So I started constructing the tie and the gathers around the neck, and then I said, you know what? I just need to stop and try it on. I got it on. Barely. Yeah. It was a no-go. So here I am. I hope my dress turns out wonderful. But I immediately knew that the dress was not wide enough when I held it up and looked at it. I tried the dress on though, and I was able to get it on, but that was it. I mean, you could see every nook and cranny of my body. I mean, it was just way too tight. It was like I was naked with black silk paint sprayed all over me, and that was not going to work, okay? No, not here for that. So I gently pulled it off, put it off to the side. I did not finish constructing the dress because I don't know of anyone who could wear it at this point, but I will eventually finish it because I only need to add the tie and the sleeve bands, and I will eventually find someone to fit the dress because I did pay for the fabric. I think it's a very nice dress, and I would like for someone to have it. But anyway, I will put a clip in to show you what that dress looked like before I stopped working on it. So again, I pulled out Vogue 1723, which is what I am wearing as my plan B, and in my opinion, it worked out perfectly. So let's jump in to my experience with this pattern. So Vogue 1723 is a Mrs. very loose fitting lined pullover dress that has a stand-up collar that extends to ties in the back. It has a slit opening at the neck in the back and side seam pockets, and it also has balloon sleeves with a sleeve stay. There are two views for this dress. View A is the shorter version and view B is the longer version. I made view A, which is the shorter version, and it's shorter by 23 inches. So the fabric recommendations are crepe back satin, rayon challis, silk twill, and georgette. I used a crepe back satin because I love it. So the sewing skill level is set as easy, and I do agree. I used 7 pattern pieces to make this dress. The pattern pieces that I used were the front, the back, the sleeves, the sleeve stay, the tie, and the necktie band that connects to the tie. The notions that you need is going to be your thread and 1 hook and eye. The pattern sizing is size 8 to 24, and the size that I cut is a size 18. The finished measurements are not on the back of the pattern, so you will need to look at the front bodice piece to find the finished measurements to find which pattern side you should cut. So when I finished completing my garment, it did look like the photo on the pattern cover. The instructions were easy to follow. I had no issues with the instructions whatsoever. And the things that I liked about this pattern was I like the shape of this dress because it's flowy. So the shape and the design, I should say. I like that it is loose fitting. I absolutely love the huge balloon sleeves. When I started cutting out these sleeves and I started constructing the sleeves, I was like, oh my gosh, I got like these butterflies in my stomach because I just love a statement sleeve, and I knew that they were going to be awesome. So yes, that was great. I love the necktie. I love that it is a pullover dress, and I absolutely love the pockets. Like, really, like, who doesn't love a pocket? So I did not learn any new techniques while I was constructing this pattern, but I did have a first time experience, and that was this was my very first time installing a sleeve stay. I have installed a sleeve head before, but not a sleeve stay, so that was new to me. And I also had never installed balloon sleeves, so that was also a new experience for me while constructing this dress. So the fabric, I think I mentioned earlier, but I did use a black crepe back satin. I love crepe back satin, and I purchased this from Hobby Lobby. I rarely find crepe back satin at Joann Fabrics, so I didn't even try to go there. I went straight to Hobby Lobby because they have a lot of this in a variety of different colors. However, I do prefer shopping at Joann, so I wish they had it there, but again, I didn't even want to waste my time, so I just went where I knew I could get my hands on it. So yeah, I did have to make alterations or changes to this dress. I did not line my dress, and this dress does call for a lining. There was absolutely no way that I was going to purchase an additional 2 or more yards to line this dress after having a fail with the first one. I mean, no, I couldn't do it. Not only did I not want to purchase more fabric, but I didn't want to take the time to cut the lining out and sew it up. So, you know, I'm not a fast sewer at all, so I literally lost all the air in my body when I tried that first dress on. That was, I mean, no, I couldn't do it. And because I thought about the time that I took to sew that up and then thought about starting from scratch, again, it just, I couldn't put a lining in here. I had to do whatever I had to do to minimize my time on working on this dress. However, I'm so glad that I was working ahead of schedule, because if I had not, I wouldn't have been able to finish this type of dress, because although it looks simple and it is like easy to sew, it doesn't come together quickly. There's a lot of steps. At least that's how I felt. So I'm glad that I did allow myself time for erroneous mistakes to fix. Anyway, because I didn't line the dress, I took a few minutes and I drafted my own facing pieces by using the front and back bodice pieces as a guide, and voila! Just like that, no lining needed. So as far as any modification recommendations are concerned, I do feel that if you are busty like me, you need to add more length in the front so that when you put this on, the dress doesn't have like a high-low effect and rise up really high. I have noticed that with the last several dresses that I have made, when it's on the hanger, the front and the back are even. But when I put it on, it's much higher in the front than it is in the back, and it was extremely noticeable to me with this dress. So if you do have a bigger bust, just know that you need to make room for the front to lengthen it. I really like how the length is in the back, but I'm not necessarily pleased with the length in the front. I will wear it because it's my dress, I made it, but just moving forward, I will make sure that I pay attention to that with all of my dresses that, you know, are about knee high. So I would definitely recommend this pattern to others. This is a super chic dress and I absolutely love it. There are so many different fabrics that you can use with this pattern to make it more casual or less semi-formal. And I am definitely going to sew this again with the fabric that I had originally purchased for this pattern. So you would definitely see this dress again, and probably in the spring. This pattern is still available in stores. It only has been out for about a year, so you can definitely pick this up at your next Vogue sale. So for my accessories, I did not want to wear a necklace because I didn't want to disturb the appearance of my collar and the tie, and my earrings were given to me as a gift. So I think I've had these for a couple of years, so I don't know where they came from, but they're nice and icy and blingy, and I love it. So now I will enter a few more pictures and clips of my black tie gala dress. So again, I really like this pattern, and although it was a second choice, it was still perfect for this theme. And I also feel that this is a great dress for the fall season because you can make this in a more casual fabric and add skinny jeans or leggings to it with boots. And I just encourage you to go over to Instagram and look this pattern up through the hashtag to see all the different versions of this dress. There are some amazing makes with this pattern, and you will definitely see it again made by me, but check that hashtag out and you will see what I mean by adding leggings or pants to it. I mean, there's so many different varieties, and I think it's just wonderful. I love it. But again, because I do think this is a fall appropriate dress, because you have the nice big balloon sleeves, you're pretty much fully covered, I will be adding this into the Let's Sew Fall 2021 challenge as well, that Zaji of Zaji Cali Makes is hosting. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below what you are thinking. What do you think about this dress? What do you think about a black tie gala? Let me know again in the comments below. And if you are not subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the gray notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I upload a video. And don't forget to go over to Martika's channel to watch her videos so that you can see what her take is on this theme. If you don't have time right now to watch Martika's video or some of the other videos that you may miss from last week, don't fret, because I have created a playlist that you will all have access to, and all the videos for the series will be on that playlist just to make it easier for you to find. So check that playlist out. It's going to be in the description box below, and I will also put it at the end of the screen. And please stay tuned for next week on Sunday, as there will be a new theme for you all, and I will be collaborating with the lovely Cherie of Cherie Thomas. Cherie is a mom, a teacher, a business owner, and a home sewist. She loves all things fashion and beauty. On her YouTube channel, she loves to share her passion for sewing, crafting, and self-care, and it is her goal to create a community amongst her subscribers and contribute in some small way to the sewing community that has supported her on her sewing journey. So again, stay tuned for next week. Also, I'm bringing these fashion show looks to you every Sunday, but don't forget that I will also be making videos midweek that are not a part of the series, so stay tuned for that as well. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to all of my new and returning subscribers for your support, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!